here between the Red Sox and Yankees with Alex Rodriguez, Matt Vasgersian in Tampa. Buster Olney with us as well. Buster, did we ever get an actual yardage on that Mike Trout drive yesterday? Andrew Benintendi's been a little nicked up. The hope is that he can get 2 or 3 plate appearances today. Devers and Chavis will follow. Jonathan Lucroy trying to turn some heads. Veteran catcher signed in a non-roster deal this winter. Masahiro Tanaka on the mound for Aaron Boone's guys, an 11-game winner a year ago.
To stay healthy. And number 2, I want to see as many pitching as possible.
Tanaka has a strikeout to begin his afternoon. Rafael Devers in the high grapefruit league sky, and in the shift, it's Gleyber Torres who makes the catch. 0-2 the count. And a very impressive 1-2-3 start to the grapefruit afternoon. So is Gio Urshela and Clint Frazier trying to reestablish his value to the franchise as well. Yankees off to a good start this spring. Very potent lineup last year.
5.12 ERA. And he has 4 pitches. He throws a fastball, the cutter.
Neither team, unfortunately, as LeMahieu bounces it up the middle and past C.J. Chatham up into center field. Opener this year. There's a chopper for Jose Peraza. Nice barehanded play to get him. He'll chopper. Chatham's going to come home, and the throw goes bad. LeMahieu ends up scoring rather easily on a play that very much looked like spring training. 3-1 with a runner at third and a run in. Off the end of the bat, little cue shot for Chavis. And here on March 3rd, it's all kinds of candidates to play, and we'll explore those today. Little flare out to right. Voigt's aboard. 25th pitch of the inning, and a little flare out to center field. Lynn got a late break, and that one drops in. I'm telling you, nothing's been hit hard in this inning. Fly ball out to Lynn in center, makes the routine catch. It'll tag and score Sanchez. 3-0 Yankees. Second and 3 runs in. And there is ball 4. Alex have been very positive. That one gets through Lucroy. Yikes. Flare out to right, and the theme continues. That's going to bring in 2 more. Hey, that'll do it. Red Sox get out of the bottom of the first. Oh. There's a chopper for Gio Urshela, and Jonathan Lucroy is retired.
It's Masahiro, but if I flip the card over, it's got a different color on it, and that's for a left-handed pitcher. And obviously, a lot of
coming to the stadium every day, and you can tell us a little bit later.
We'll be right back. It's a little the reliever who's still out there. Gleyber Torres pops it up.
And just you're getting geared up.
Oh my goodness. Gary Sanchez rung up on a pitch that he thought was up.
Just and get going, but oh, swing it, Luke.
And Luke Voigt.
Oh boy.
Between the lines, I mean, obviously that drives it.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jared Duran. And a swing and a miss. Still had a terrific season. Andrew Benintendi waxed one to first. Voigt's got it as we thank Aaron Boone. Taylor is the new pitcher on the mound for the Red Sox. And Miguel Andujar bounces one back up the middle that Jose Peraza makes a play on. Somebody got out of there with David in his back. And it bounces up over his head. That one is gone. They're calling that a homer. Gio Urshela to straightaway.
Stays inside of it. Great usage of the legs here. Great leverage. And the gold glove type defender.
They don't know the facts, and they just go out there in front of cameras and just talk.
I thought the apologies were whatever. I thought Jim Cranes was weak.
I thought Manfred's punishment was weak.
We didn't miss it, we saw it, but we were listening to Astros sound while Rafael Devers hit the home run. And then a base hit by Michael Chavis and a ground out by Jonathan Lucroy. So that
Results, I came back, I owned it after acting like a buffoon for a long time. I had my apologies. Protect yourself.
first pitch swinging is Cole Sturgeon, who grounds it to second base, and that'll wrap up the inning. Nothing. It's just a partial list of some of the unsigned players as Gardner strikes out. Cashner, McHugh. Gary Sanchez with a ground ball hit right at Jose Peraza for the second out. Ball and no strikes is the count to Luke in the high sky. And Cole Sturgeon able to put it away to retire the side.
Bogarts and Martinez, and however way you want to put those two, they're both run producers. They're both. He threw a live BP 2 days ago, 15 pitches. And yesterday morning showed up and no. I tell you what though, Alex, we watched you hard for a long time, a lot of years, and you put that effort into the game, and the little things that you did right are.
And a called strike three taken by Andujar. Bumgarner wanted to be someplace where he could have his horses as Mike Tauchman lines softly to center field. We had no idea.
Respect for those guys. It was awesome.
Called strike three taken by Gio Urshela, and a quick fifth authored by Austin Bright.
On your team, and then you know, ship him out in a deal like this really has stood out from day one.
Thank you.
You bet.
A little ground ball for the new first baseman Mike Ford. He'll put it away himself and trying to earn a bullpen spot in Boston for 2020. And speaking of bullpens,
but it takes a ton of pressure off you. One out. Yeah. You don't have to be perfect every day.
Getting a little closer.
I guess I had it forever. It just didn't unlock it until that year. But got some good reactions like early on in 2014 when I
Can't go
with the
wrong.
Orioles, we'd go there all the time. So that's what I got.
All right, man. We're going to finally get you watch you throw a little bit. Thanks for joining us, Zach.
All right,
appreciate your time. It still may be a mid. There's a fly ball out to Estevan Florial. There's one away. And speaking of prospects, we should note the other way into left for Thomas Malone, who took over in 4. They are virtually unbeatable, and that's a theme we'll continue with as we see more from the Yankees.
We've seen that in spring training. And I talked to a lot of players with other teams who wonder, how are those guys going to be able to deal with it?
Humble. And the people are upset. They're pissed off. Look, as a guy who served 162 games, the longest.
Into center field. Has a base hit to load him with nobody out.
They literally in one case got for $1.
Boy, that had potential to be a triple play. And it looks like did they get the 1 out or 2?
Absolutely. And look, Tampa Bay, they're as good as it gets, and they don't need an opening. If you give them one, they'll take it.
Itself the Vanguard brand in the sport. That's not what it's all about.
In 10 years in New York feels like a century. I like it. I like it.
Close to the Yankees or the Rays? Absolutely not. But they do have a lot of talent.
To him. And he's got a base hit. And speaking of pine tar and goop and slop, Buster.
Station involved in the handling of pine tar.
That ball off the bat is slowed down, and Tyler Wade has an infield single. Ray that always made me smile, like guys in the bullpen spraying themselves or spraying bugs down there to make them stop moving around.
17-2. And that's exactly what you have to do. A side note, Buster.
To the big leagues as a right-hander. And that should get him out of a trap. Oh, my goodness. And in the high sky, Cole Sturgeon almost lost it.
Exhaust every opportunity to try to play. But let's face it, the way the
Chopper third. And Matheny is retired. Red Sox are down to their final out. Got him. 4 strikeouts for Jonathan Loizaga, capping off an all-Yankee afternoon in the Grapefruit League.